So then we'll get into for the last few minutes here. We're going to talk about a couple of things that happened, some other rumors. So with Damian Lillard last week, even though we did say that we weren't going to talk about Dame till the trade happens, but I think this is intriguing. That's because it's not really a Dame thing; it's more of an NBA thing. So and an agent thing, which always intrigues me. I'm a big NBA. I like sports business. I love learning about it. But so the NBA sent out a memo to all 30 teams saying that, if Damian Lillard's agent reaches out to you, and insinuates this, notify us. Like, insinuates that he will not play for your team. He won't suit up, even regardless of his contract. Also said that, he didn't violate any rules, but just be aware of it because he's kind of teetering the gray area between tampering and talking about trade destinations. So I thought it was interesting because it's kind of just saying, like, I don't think it's like saying like, oh, we don't want him to go to Miami at all, which is like, but like, I think it's like, you better be careful because this can go like the league can veto trades that they think were
tampered or
arranged tampering and illegally. They can do it for free agency signings, which people don't really realize. Like the Bucks got hit with one of those a while ago. Like, we tried to sign Bogdan Bobby, and they found out that they tampered, and they said you can't sign him, and they stripped away one of our second round picks. So and then he went to Atlanta. So it's a thing.
It's I definitely think they could have easily investigated and gotten tampering charges on the Heat, but it's just like they don't want to do that. They don't want to make this any messier than it is because it's going to be a process. And obviously that memo worked because I'm pretty sure it was either yesterday or this morning there was reports coming out that Dame would play if he had to go to training camp, which is I expected that. I don't think he's someone that would sit out, but
unless the team said, "Hey man, check in with us and make sure come in for your physical, but we'll make sure you don't have to come in."
That's completely different though. If it's a team that's like, "Hey, we just don't want to play you."
Which I don't think they would do either, but I'm just saying, like, if they were just like, "Hey, we're going to work on a trade right now. We're still working on the trade. If you want to stay home, we're fine with that. Just make sure you're staying healthy, come in for your physical, whatever you want to do." I could completely see that.
I just think that if we know that Dame, like, as a Portland fan, and I think knowing Portland fans, Dame isn't someone that is like Ben Simmons, right? That during his exit with Philly was super hated on. Even through this turmoil, there's still love for Dame from 99% of these fans. And if we were watching them purposefully be like, no, we're just going to develop these guys and not put Damian Lillard out on the floor, it would be bad. It would be really bad. And also, Damian Lillard is just free ticket sales. If you can't find a trade with him, get money.
Yeah. And Dame will play. If he's not traded and they can't find anything, like, he'll play. I think it would be interesting, though, with the notification that he'll play for another team. Like, will a team take a bargain on a team that they know that he has connections with? I don't think it would be a random team that he clearly doesn't want to be at. But Brooklyn, for example, like, he has friends in Brooklyn. Like, he's friends with Mikal Bridges. He's friends with Trent Watford, which is really random, but like, it's one of his favorite guys, as you've said before.
He's been quoted saying he loves Trent, and not just like playing with him, but he's a great locker room guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I think it'll be interesting. I think Brooklyn would possibly get involved. If these trade talks really do break down with Miami, I think the only place that would like really, really be engaged with him would probably be Brooklyn.
Yeah. I think you go back to like the original list, which was Miami, Brooklyn. I believe it was the Clippers, right?
I think so, or Utah or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I think you just go to the original list. I think Utah was one of them, and even Boston. I think that's the top 5. And I think Utah is one of those things where I don't think Dame wants to go there. It's just they offer a good package, and Joe Cronin takes it and kind of puts Damian Lillard in a bad spot, which I don't want to happen. I think Boston would be very intriguing.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna root against that happening with
because
all my
you don't
being.
want Dame
Yeah,
instead of Jaylen Brown on that team.
yeah. Hey, they wouldn't even have to give up Jaylen Brown. That's the worst part.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have to.
They could probably fill it out.
But
with
they,
guys.
oh yeah, that's filthy.
That team of I'm not trying to play a team of Dame, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps, and Robert Williams as the starting five.
What is their bench though? At that point, they have so much money.
It'd be horrible. It would literally. It would be horrible.
I mean, but at that point, you can stagger Dame, Jaylen Brown, Kristaps, and JT with the bench and not have to worry about it. But
you can do it 2 at a time too.
Yeah, I think Brooklyn though is the most likely option if the Miami breaks down, because it makes sense both for Dame, because the issue with the Miami is the Tyler Hero doesn't fit the need of the Blazers. They already have Scoot and Shaden. The reason the Dame wants out,
if they didn't have two guards, plus Shaden, they would take Tyler Hero.
And it's just, it doesn't fit. So it's like, it doesn't make sense. And the picks that we're getting back aren't high level picks, aren't high enough level picks.
Yeah.
Versus Brooklyn, dude. Brooklyn has some nice picks. They have swap rights with both Phoenix and Philly, correct?
They have an outright Philly pick in like a year.
Oh, okay. And that's like, those are so much more valuable. And it's like, you can also get a flyer on a player like Ben Simmons that fits the need of the Blazers. And a lot of people are going to be iffy about that. But if you're getting Ben Simmons with a lot of high value picks and maybe another big like Clowney.
Yeah.
There's also Whitehead, the rookie. Isn't he a rookie or is he a second-year player?
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Rookie, yeah.
Because like it's really intriguing. Because like the problem is with Brooklyn though right now is they would have to redirect for the salary to work. They don't have those bad contracts on the books anymore.
Ben though,
they traded them. They got Ben. Well, yeah, other than Ben.
Yeah,
because actually Ben could just.
He's like 30. He's like 33, isn't he? 32. He's pretty, or 37.
37.
He's only 8 mil short, correct?
Yeah,
isn't it 45 mil?
Let me look at. I gotta look at the contract. So, if Dame's contract's 45.
45. So he's 8.
It could literally be Ben Simmons and
2 rookies.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah. I don't want Spencer. I'd rather take.
Well, yeah, I mean,
rookies, but also
probably it would be one of the rookies. I mean, salary wise.
Yeah, because in terms of Brooklyn, you would want to get rid of the rookies probably if you want to win now.
Yeah,
and not all of them, but you want to.
Noah Clowney, Derek Whitehead.
There's also Cam Thomas, and Cam Thomas would not play for the Blazers, but it's just value at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're choosing young players, you gotta. You want to keep probably one
Darius
or two.
Darius Baisley signed with them? I didn't even know that.
I did not see that.
Here's a name.
They had Trent Watford.
Wilson Chandler
could be traded.
Wilson Chandler's on the Nets roster.
Okay. They also Claxton is a young player.
It's a cap hold.
They would want to keep Claxton, obviously, but there's a chance that he could be.
I think they would. I think Claxton might be like close to untouchable for them.
I kind of agree, but it's Damian Lillard at the same time. There's also Cam Johnson.
Yeah, I would.
But he's also a little older. I don't know if I'd invest in Cam Johnson if I'm the Blazers.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be interesting.